right, we're looking at problem 3, and we've learned a lot about quadratic formulas and different ways to solve trinomials. So we're going to look at if we're choosing the appropriate method. So which method would you choose to solve each equation? Explain your reasoning. So the first one, 3x squared minus 9 equals 0. So for this one, I would just solve it using square roots because there's no x term. So there's not that middle value there that like right here or right here that kind of trips us up. We can actually just add 9 to both sides, divide both sides by 3, and take the square root of our solution, the square root of our remaining part. All right, for the next one, x squared minus x minus 30, I can easily see that I can easily factor this. So there's common factors of 30, and I can just factor. So the equation is easily factorable. For the next one, 6x squared plus 13x minus 17. Here, this one might be a little bit more tough to factor because I have 6 times 17, and I have to find things that add up to 13. So the quadratic formula might be easier to use, or I could actually graph it using my free graphing calculator at www.desmos.com. That's DESMOS. The next one, quadratic formula, would be the best one to use. They have completing the square. I don't know how easy completing the square would be because I have an odd number here, but if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. Graphing would be good. But they eventually say the equation cannot be factored. So quadratic formula is probably your best bet, or factoring. And then the next one, again, I have really big numbers, and so I don't want to just try factoring. I can't just solve it because I have a middle term, so the quadratic formula would be the easiest, or graphing it. All right, so let's look at guided 3. It says, which method or methods would you choose to solve each equation? Justify your reasoning. So x squared minus 8x plus 12, small numbers, easily can find my multiples of, so I would just factor this one. The next one, 169x squared equals to 36. Again, this one I don't have a b term or that middle term, so or an x term as they called it, but it's actually my b term. So I would just square root this one. Take the square root of both sides, or divide both sides by 169, then take the square root. For this one, I would try to factor this one. But after trying to factor it, I would see that it's not factorable. Well, I couldn't use the numbers because there's no number when I multiply to get 6 that add up to give me 13. So I would use the quadratic formula, or I would graph this one. I hope this helps.